Hello, it's 9 p.m. in Djibouti. It's time to English New Edition for tonight headlines. We have the meeting on the Standing Committee on Legislation on the Commercial Code. 15 positive cases and 38 cured cases COVID-19. For the international scene, Libya, Paris, Berlin and Rome and EU call for a truce on the occasions of Ramadan Mess. Welcome to our newsroom. The Secretary General of the Ministry of Health, Dr. Saleh Banoita Turab, gave a press briefing for this Sunday, April 26, 2020. The situation of COVID-19 is presented as results of Djibouti. 310 tests performed, 15 positive cases at COVID-19, 610 patients are still under treatment, 38 cured. We note stabilization of the number of positive cases recorded in recent days. It is still essential to maintain effort to fight this disease at all levels. We would also like to remind you to strictly respect the barrier measures. Wash your hands regularly with soap, cough and sneeze into the crease your elbows and hand like the chief, which must be thrown away immediately. Keep a social distance of 1 meter. Disinfect the surfaces of regular contacts. Limit your movement to what is strictly essential. As far as the balance sheet is concerned, it declines as follows: 11,741 tests performed, 1,023 cases positive case for COVID-19, 19 cases are confirmed cured, and 2 deaths stay at home. In Djibouti, in the containment times, population from the popular neighborhoods did not observe and respect the barrier measures imposed by the government. This is problems to them for the spread of the disease of COVID-19. This is unacceptable and will be not tolerated to pray in the outset of the mosque in the Ramadan time. The Standing Committee on Legislation, General Administration and Human Rights, led by its chairperson, the Honorable Kaltoun Farah Yassin, met on Sunday, 26 April 2020, in the committee rooms of the National Assembly. The agenda concerned of examinations of the Bill 86 EN 28L amending and supplementing the Commercial Code. The meeting took place in the presence of the Keeper of the Seals, the Minister of Justice and Penitentiary Affairs in charge of Human Rights, Ali Hassan Bahdoun, and his closest collaborator, the Keeper of Seals. By way of explanations of the attraction measures studied by the member of the Commission, pointed out the new corpus facilitate the creations of companies, simplifies and reduces the time limit for resolving cases, involving protecting livestock and access to financing for economic operator. Following the torrential rain that occurred a few days ago in a country, the Republic of Turkey has launched an outpouring of solidarity to support the affected population of Djibouti. The Ministry of Social Affairs Solidarity received a donation from the Republic of Turkey to help the flood victims. Indeed, it was in the presence of Ms. Ifrah Ali Ahmed, the Secretary General of the Ministry of Social Affairs Solidarity. The Turkish ambassador residing in Djibouti, Salim Levente Shenkaya, and the executive secretary of the Djibouti Red Crescent that this donations was received on the tarmac of the Djibouti airport. These donations was mainly composed of several hygiene kits as well as food kits that will be destined for this population. Also, from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the Minister of Social Affairs Solidarity received 200 tons of data to accompany the food distributions to the vulnerable population. The Turkish ambassador in Djibouti, Salim Levente Shinkaya, said in his countries for this aid consisting of food and hygiene supplies for the Djiboutian brothers, especially in this difficult situation, is for providing this valuable assistance to families affected by recent heavy rains. For her part, the Secretary General of the Ministry of Social Affairs Solidarity, Ifrah Ali Ahmed, expressed her thanks to the Republic of Turkey for providing this valuable assistance to families affected by recent heavy rains in Djibouti. She stressed that this initiative was a response to the appeal launched by the Djibouti government to brotherly and friendly countries to help the social straight affected by the consequences of the heavy rain. As part of the UNFD spirit of solidarity, the National Union of Djiboutian Women is always at the services of the people and the most disadvantaged, under the leadership of the First Lady and Vice President of this non-profit organization. Khadra Mahmoud Haid has been carried out of food distribution operation for vulnerable households affected by the confinement imposed by the government for more than a week. Yesterday morning in Arta, 500 households benefit from the food donations given by the First Lady and President of UNFD. This UNFD thus offers its assistance to the most destitute in this period health crisis, donations for family with daily incomes who remains confined without means of subsistence. Also, as part of UNFD Spirit of Solidarity, the National Union of Djiboutian Women, always at the services of the people, the most disadvantaged, under the leadership of the First Lady Khadra Mahmoud Haid, has been carried out food distribution operation for vulnerable households affected by the confinement imposed by government for more than a week. In Ali Sabih region, 500 households benefit from the food donations given by the First Lady and President of UNFD. UNFD thus offers its assistance to the most destitute in this period of health crisis with food donations to families with daily incomes who remains confined to their homes without means of subsistence. In the context of the national effort to combat the spread of coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic in Djibouti, the Embassy of the Federal Republic of Germany and organizations such as Village Djibouti have decided to join forces to take part in the solidarity drive for the most disadvantaged. In fact, within the framework of its actions in support of civil society organizations, the ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany, Anke Holstein, handed the director of SOS Children Villages, Mr. Omar Dilleta, a check for 5 million Djibouti franc at the end of the year to provide emergency assistance to the most destitute families in the municipality of Balbala and from the Tjura region. This amount will enable 355 families to receive food and hygiene vouchers, which will be used to help them, will help these families provide for their most basic needs. This is all the more vital as we enter the month of Ramadan, which will unfortunately be celebrated in a large part in confinement this year. It is with great sorrow and deep sadness that we learned the death of Fatuma Yusuf Musa, born in 1957 in Tujura region. They died yesterday afternoon at her home in Pica 12 after a long illness. The deceased was the mother of our colleague Nasru Aidahis from accounting services of RTD. May the earth be light to her and may Allah welcome her to his paradise. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. It is also with great sorrow and deep sadness that we learned the death of our great Djiboutian artist Idris Muhammad Ali, known as Idris Dinkara, who died on Sunday at 1 EM at Peltier Hospital. The deceased was among the staff of the Ministry of Muslim Affairs, Culture and Waqf Property, particularly an artist employed at the Djiboutian Institute of Arts, IDA, as a guitarist, mixers and sound engineers. He began his career in 1978. Born in 1956 in Djibouti, the late Idris Muhammad Ali leaves behind him a widow and 10 children, 11 grandchildren. The late Idris Muhammad Ali was considered one of the pillars of the Djiboutian music and the essential element of the group Dinkara, an emblematic figure of the national artistic landscape, and the deceased was also much appreciated by all his compatriots for his accessibility and natural sympathy. The Minister of Muslim Affairs Culture, His Excellency Momin Hassan Barre, and all the staff of the Ministry of Muslim Affairs Culture, assets, as well as all the national artists present, their deepest condolences to the families and relatives of the deceased Idris Dinkara. We pray to Allah the Most High, the Merciful, to grant him forgiveness and welcome him to his eternal paradise. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. For the international scene, Paris, Rome, Berlin, and the EU called for a truce on the occasions of the Ramadan. Germany, France, Italy, and the European Union High Representative called for an humanitarian truce in Libya on the occasion of the Ramadan, which began Friday in the countries. In a joint statement issued Saturday in the evening. At the beginning of the month of Ramadan, we wish to join our voices to those of UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and his acting special representative for Libya, Stephanie Williams, in their call for a humanitarian truce in Libya. They say the conflict continues unadopted and the development of the last few weeks are causing increased concern, particularly for the Libyan population, which has been suffering for too long. They regret. We call on Libyan actors to be inspired to the spirit of Ramadan, engaged in a receptionist talks, and remain ceasefires to unite their effort in the face of the common enemy represented by the risks of pandemic spread in the coronavirus edition's note. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us.